Imagine a wall of water, taller than any skyscraper ever built, racing across the ocean at the speed of a jet. That actually happened, and scientists kept it quiet for decades because the numbers were too insane to publish. 66 million years ago, an asteroid roughly 12 kilometers wide slammed into what we now call the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. You probably know it killed the dinosaurs, but here's the part your teachers never told you. The water is what did the real damage first. When that rock hit the shallow sea at roughly 20 kilometers per second, it punched a hole in the ocean floor 180 kilometers wide and 20 kilometers deep. The water didn't just splash, it vanished. For a brief, terrifying moment, there was no ocean where the impact happened. Then it came back, and it came back angry. Now pause for a second. You have seen tsunami footage. You know how devastating a 10-meter wave can be. The initial wave from this impact was estimated at 1.5 kilometers tall. That is not a typo. 1,500 meters of vertical ocean, moving outward in every direction. A wall of salt water taller than 4 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each other. A landmark 2022 study, published in AGU Advances, by researcher Molly Range and her team at the University of Michigan, ran the first ever global simulation of this tsunami. What they found made the scientific community uncomfortable. This single event produced a tsunami that was 30,000 times more energetic than the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, the one that killed over 200,000 people. 30,000 times that. Here is where it gets controversial. Some researchers had dismissed earlier tsunami models as exaggerated. They argued that local geography would have absorbed most of the energy. Range's team proved them wrong, using over 100 deep-sea sediment cores collected from ocean floors around the world. The physical evidence matched the simulation almost perfectly. The wave was real, it was global, and nothing stopped it. Within the first hour, waves moving at over 143 kilometers per hour tore through the Gulf of Mexico and into the Atlantic. Within 24 hours, the tsunami had crossed both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Within 48 hours, every coastline on Earth had been hit. Every single one. But wait, the ocean floor itself tells an even wilder story. In central Louisiana, researchers discovered massive megaripples preserved in ancient sediment. These are not small ripples like you see on a beach. These features have wavelengths of roughly 600 meters and average heights of 16 meters. They sit buried under hundreds of meters of newer sediment. The only force capable of creating them at that depth and that distance from the impact is an outrageously powerful tsunami scouring the seafloor itself. Think about that. The wave was so strong, it rearranged the bottom of the ocean in a location over 1,000 kilometers from the impact site. And here's the thing nobody talks about. The tsunami was just the opening act. The impact launched billions of tons of superheated rock into the atmosphere. Global wildfires broke out within hours. Temperatures spiked, then plummeted. Sunlight was blocked for months, possibly years. But before any of that happened, the wave had already reshaped coastlines, destroyed ecosystems, and rewritten the geological record of the ocean floor, permanently. We spend so much time talking about the fire and the darkness. The water deserves its own chapter. Now, some people say an event like this could never happen again, but NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies currently tracks over 34,000 near-Earth asteroids. Over 2,300 of those are classified as potentially hazardous. The planetary defense system is improving, but DART was only tested for the first time in 2022. One rock changed everything 66 million years ago. The wave did not care about size or strength or species. It just moved. If you found this fascinating, follow this page for more stories that make you rethink everything you thought you knew. Now here is my question for you. If we detected an asteroid on a collision course today and had 5 years to prepare, do you think humanity would actually work together or fight over who pays for it?